The world is full of opportunity and information. Everything you could ever want or need is just a quick Google search away. We live in an age where things are not difficult to find. It's easy to get what you want in life if you know what you want. Most people don't even know what they want and thus never go out and try to find it. They live an average life with an average income, an average relationship, and so on. The problem is not the lack of opportunity, but rather the lack of action. A lot of people want to be good at everything, but the truth is you can't be good at anything if you spread yourself too thin. You have to pick what's important and focus on that. If you want to make real progress and see real results, then you need to stop trying to be average and start trying to be exceptional. In this video, we're going to talk about why being average is holding you back and how you can stop it from destroying your life. So let's get into it. Point number 1, trying to improve too many things at once. This is what most people do. They try to be good at everything, but the problem with this is that you end up being good at nothing. Think about a guy who's trying to build muscle, lose weight, and gain strength at the same time. What will happen is he will end up neither building muscle, nor losing weight, nor gaining strength. Instead, he will just be left frustrated because his progress is slow and he doesn't see any immediate results. This is called the jack of all trades, master of none. And it's something that we're all guilty of from time to time. When we first started our journey towards success, we were like this guy. We tried to better ourselves in every single way possible. We read books on business, relationships, fitness, nutrition, and everything else under the sun. But what we realized is that this was actually hurting our progress instead of helping it. So we cut out everything except for one thing at a time. For example, if we were trying to build muscle, we would only read books on fitness and nutrition. We wouldn't even touch a business book during that time. Once we had made enough progress in the gym, we would then move on to the next thing. This allowed us to focus all of our energy and attention on one thing at a time and make much faster progress than we would have if we had tried to do everything all at once. The point here is that when you're trying to do too many things at once, you are spreading yourself too thin and you're not able to make as much progress as you would if you focused on one thing at a time. So if you want to make real progress towards your goals, then you need to learn how to focus on one thing at a time and give it your full attention. Number 2, lack of discipline. Discipline is the ability to make yourself do things that you don't always want to do. For example, going to the gym when you really want to stay home and watch TV, or eating healthy food when you'd rather eat junk food. The problem with most people is that they don't have enough discipline. They want to be successful and they want to improve their lives, but they're not willing to make the sacrifices necessary to achieve those goals. They're not willing to say no to themselves and do the hard work when they don't feel like doing it. If you want to succeed, you have to be willing to sacrifice and suffer now in order to reap the rewards later on. You have to be willing to go hit the gym even though you don't feel like it, to eat healthy even though you're craving junk food, to study even though you'd rather be playing video games. It's not always easy, but someone has to do it, and that someone has to be you. The people who succeed in life are the ones who are willing to make the necessary sacrifices and suffer now in order to live the life they want later on. They understand that there's no such thing as a free lunch, and that if they want to get something out of life, they have to put something in first. Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to suffer now in order to live the life you want later on? If not, then don't even bother setting goals, because you're just setting yourself up for failure. No. 3, not understanding your priority. Everyone wants to be successful, but not everyone is willing to do what it takes to get there. One of the reasons for this is that most people don't know what their priority is. They're trying to improve their relationships, their finances, and their health all at the same time. But the problem with this is that they're not making much progress in any of these areas. This is because they're spreading themselves too thin and they're not able to focus on one thing at a time. If you want to be successful, you have to know what your priority is and you have to be willing to focus on that one thing at a time. Ask yourself what you want more than anything else in life. Is it your relationship? Is it your finances? Or is it your health? Once you know what your priority is, you can start to make a plan to achieve it. For example, if your priority is your relationship, then you might start by setting aside some time each day to spend with your partner. You might also make an effort to communicate more openly and honestly with them. If your priority is your finances, then you might start by creating a budget and tracking your expenses. You might also look for ways to increase your income, such as taking on a side hustle or asking for a raise at work. If your priority is your health, then you might start by eating healthier foods and exercising more. You might also make an effort to get more sleep and manage your stress levels. The key is to focus on one thing at a time and to make a plan to achieve it. You can't do everything at once and you'll only end up feeling overwhelmed and burned out. Choose one thing that's important to you and work on that first. Once you've achieved that goal, you can move on to the next one, but don't try to do them all at the same time. If you want to be successful, you have to be willing to focus on one thing at a time and to put all of your energy and attention into it. Number 4, procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing something that you know you should do. We all procrastinate from time to time, but if you want to be successful, you can't let it become a habit. Procrastination is the enemy of success. It's the reason why most people never achieve their goals. They simply put things off until it's too late. If you want to be successful, you have to learn how to overcome procrastination. That means learning how to get yourself to do the things you need to do even when you do not feel like doing them. There are a number of ways to overcome procrastination. We'll talk about some of them in future videos, but if you want to learn more about it now, we recommend that you check out our video on the subject. The point here is that if you want to be successful, you can't afford to procrastinate. You have to learn how to get yourself to take action even when you don't feel like it. And that's it. Those are 4 reasons why being average is holding you back. If you want to be successful, you have to do things that other people aren't willing to do. You have to make sacrifices, and you have to suffer now in order to reap the rewards later on. But it's worth it. The feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction that comes from achieving your goals is unlike anything else. It's the best feeling in the world. So if you want to experience that feeling, then you have to be willing to do what it takes. Do you think you have what it takes? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe to the channel.